Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's our topic is concept of mirror and folding symmetry. So in this topic, actually what we are gonna do is about the mirror and folding symmetry. First of all, what does the mean of symmetry? Okay. So basically, symmetry means anything that cuts into the two halves. That is what we call as a symmetry. So similarly, here we are following the two types of symmetry. One is the mirror, and another one is the folding symmetry. Okay. So let us start with the mirror and folding symmetry. So basically, a mirror symmetry can be considered as a vertical symmetry, or either we can say as a vertical plane symmetry. What actually happens, see, consider we are having a 2 points over this line, that is A and B, and we have just cut in the two equal parts. Okay, just by making a 90-degree angle, we have drawn a line, that is what we called as an L, and that is a 90-degree angle on this line. Okay, so what will happen, it will be cut into the two different parts, and what you will observe, that suppose if we have just placed the mirror over here, so what you will observe, that A and B, fine, they will be both mirror image of each other. Similarly, like that, suppose we have just cut into the two equal halves, it means this symmetry and this symmetry will be the same. That is what we call as a mirror image. So at this part, what you are looking at, this part, the resistance you are looking, the same part will be over here. So that is what we call as a mirror symmetry. Now what is the properties of the mirror symmetry? So points on the mirror symmetry always have a equal potentials. Likewise, you can say that at this point and at this point, these points are at a equal potential. Always consider equal potential. Okay, they are having equal potential, and once a equal potential is there, it means a no current will flow. Fine, no current will flow. What happens actually, V minus V1 is what? 0, and I is equals to, and V is equals to what? I upon R. If V is equals to 0, then I will be also equals to 0. So during that case, when the equal potentials are there, no current will flow through the circuit. Okay, so first point, what we have observed, that points on VPS have same potentials. Now another point, the branches which have mirror will have same current. We'll just be going through the examples, and we can understand very accurately over there. So that is same current. So it's all about the mirror symmetry. So now let us move on to the folding symmetry. See, folding symmetry, the best example of the folding symmetry is your book. You just fold the book na, just like this. Suppose the book is open like this, and you just close it like this, so it becomes a combined, fine, like this. So that is what we call as a folding symmetry, folding a book, just like same. Okay, so likewise we can go to this. See, this is the line, it is A and B, so that is upper and lower, both the parts will be equal. It means upper and the lower portions both will be equal, so we can say it as a horizontal. So that is what we called as a folding symmetry, and basically it is also known as a horizontal plane symmetry, HPS. Okay, it is also known as a horizontal plane symmetry because of the upper and the lower parts, and you have just drawn the horizontal line over there. In the case of the mirror symmetry, you have just drawn this vertical line. That is the reason it is known as the vertical plane symmetry, and it is known as the horizontal plane symmetry. So now one important point that is to be considered in the horizontal plane symmetry is that all points on mirror image about horizontal plane of symmetry will have the same potentials. Likewise, we can say that suppose it is a circuit, okay, and this is the circuit. So actually what we'll just be doing over here, suppose I have just applied the folding symmetry like HPS, fine, I have to find across this. So what will happen, this and this points VA and that VB both will be equal to each other. VA is equals to VB, and it means that is equals to 0 when V and VB is equals to 0. So that is the 0 potential, so no current will flow during this half and this half. So you can rub like that, fine. That is the simplest example of the this folding symmetry, which is known as the HPS, fine. So now let us move on the examples. So yeah, let us solve one of the question, and let us check whether it is eligible for the folding symmetry or for the mirror symmetry. Okay, so now just do one thing. First of all, you have to find out the equivalent resistance across this A and B. Okay, so now I am applying the horizontal symmetry. Fine. So when I'm just applying the horizontal symmetry, what you will observe, you will be not getting the equal part on the both the sides. Fine. See, this portion is not getting the same image at this portion. It means the horizontal symmetry will not be applied on this question. Okay, so we'll just be applying the vertical symmetry like this. So now when you have just applied the vertical symmetry, it just seem like a mirror image like this. This whole portion is the similar to this portion. See, the position of the resistances, these are the same. At this point it is 2, at this point it is also 2, at this point it is 1, at this point it is 1. Fine. It means, so let us consider the points over here. So it's a A point, it's a B point, it's a C point, and it's a D point. Now when we will just fold this circuit, what you'll observe that this B point will just come across this A point. It means that VB will be equals to VA. When the both the potentials are same, the potential difference is what? 0. It means the no current will flow across this portion. So it means this portion no current will flow. So what we'll do, we'll just be removing this portion. Fine. So no current will flow across this portion. Now similarly, when you just fold, you will observe that at the C and the D, this both potentials are the same. It means VC is equals to VT, and that is equals to 0, and potential difference, that is VD, that is 0, and I is equals to again 0. So what you'll do, just be removing this portion again. Fine. So now you are left with this portion. Okay, now let us solve this portion. See, we have to find across A and B. So what you will do, you will just be solving this portion and this portion, and then after you will be just calculating the equivalent resistance across A and B. So let us move this 2, and this one, they are in series. It means that 2 plus 1, that is equals to what? 5 ohms. So at this point you are getting the 5 ohm, okay, by solving this network. At the same time you will be just getting also the 5 ohm over here on the opposite side. And in the mid you will be just getting this 1 ohm, and it is connected to this and like this. It means that all of them three are in a parallel connection. So 5 into 1 upon 5 plus 1 is equals to 5 upon 6. Okay, so 5 and 1 are parallel. So 5 and 1 solution is parallel like this. And what you will do, that 5 by 6 is again parallel to the 5 ohms. So 5 by 6 into 5 upon 5 by 6 plus 5, that is 25 by 6, and that is 35 by 6. And finally you will be getting this R equivalent across A and B, that is in the 5 table, that is 5 upon 7 ohms, that is 5 upon 7 ohms. Thanks a lot guys for listening me out. If you like my channel, please subscribe it, and if you like my lecture also, then even press the like button. Thanks a lot for listening me out.